We did it, baby!
Whoa!
This is Chame, yeah?
This is
Okay, so we didn't did it. This is the village before. We still have to go up to Chame. If this is not Chame, I go home. That for sure, Chame, baby, it's written on the wall. This is cool. Finally, we arrived in Chame. So this is our room. After 5 minutes we arrived. And it's just the beginning, yeah? And it's the first place we have a heater in the dining room. It's so hot here and so cozy.
so cozy.
Let's go. We are going now to the hot springs. Taram tam tam. A city in 3000 meters in Nepal. I'm sorry, 2900. We have no money with us, huh? Water, niente, nothing. The most thing what I hate in Nepal is they are so dirty. They throw everything anywhere. They don't give a shit. Just it's a bit shaky, but that's all. What is that? I think that heats the water up by the sun. I see it already. So I think now it's bathing time in Nepal. But very cool. I think it's super hot. How is it?
It's warm.
Not so bad like in Jagat, huh? And look at that view. The difference is here that you have a cold pipe, so not just the hot water, and it's really cool. After 16 kilometers, 6 hours, well deserved. Yeah, because after this water you are so tired, you can't do nothing. Just want to sleep. Maybe eat and sleep.
We have an accident here. One guy, he's feeling very, very bad.
If you fall down, do not hit his head.
But he has to drink.
Daniel, he's doing it better. He's getting better. Tiens, tu veux ta serviette?
So this bridge was fun in the daytime. Let's see it in the night time. You see nothing, huh? Me either. Very cool. So we just were in the hot spring, and there was 3 French guys whom we met today on while hiking, and we met them again in the hot spring. And we talked to them like for half an hour. Everything was fine, and one guy just sit up on the border of the piscine.
Just
And
his legs was inside of water.
Just his legs, like 20 centimeters was in the water.
Yeah.
And his friends looked to him, hey, what's with you? And she was like, but he totally lost his conscience. So we run, the guys run to him, I run to him as well, and we tried to take out his tongue, because he was like without conscience, and we was afraid that he should not swallow his tongue.
Yeah, exactly.
And I tried to open his mouth while pressing here the skin inside, because if you just go with your fingers in his mouth, he can bite you, and it's
Very
going
strong.
really painful, and you never know. So I tried to do the safety measure, but he was so strong that I could not open his mouth because of his
Teeth.
so I start to slap him like, hey, bro, hey, and I saw he didn't want to wake up. He's like
And then, bish.
fully lost his conscience. So, and it was like after 30 seconds, 45 seconds. I mean, we was not afraid that his brain doesn't get oxygen because his heart was pumping very strong. So
And you could hear that he.
yeah, he was like, but he was unconscious. And I start to slap him, and after a while, after 10, 15 seconds, I see he doesn't react to nothing, so I start to do it stronger and stronger. But it was like really painful, so even for me. But that's life. You need like a shock to wake up. So that didn't work. The slap didn't work at all. So we brought him because we were lucky that in the pool was also a pipe with a cold water, but really cold, like maybe 10 degrees water from the river. So we put this on his head and on his neck, and he started to shake and wake up. So we brought him to the side, and the rest you can see, because he needed to vomit, and he was like, his sugar level was down as hell. So
But he was very lucky that Alex was there.
okay, the first two guys took him, but they was like so shocked that they didn't know what to do.
Yeah,
So
they,
they was like,
they were very confused.
there was 10 people in the pool, and everybody was just looking at him. Now what to do now?
They didn't even take him out of water, you know. They like
Just
where
hold
he
him.
said that they left him there and that's it.
Yeah, but
And it's like they looked around and like what to do.
the point is that first of all they got a shock and didn't know what to do because the adrenaline was so high. He looked like he will pass out in a couple of minutes. And if the group is big, which see the problem, then the responsibility for one person is not so high. If there are two people, one of them will do something. But if there are more people, then the responsibility that you should do something is much lower. So it's like a psychological effect. The more people there are, the more they think they are not forced, or they are
So
not.
it's like it's not your problem.
Yeah,
Not
'cause
actually
there
your
are
problem.
other
Like
10 people.
somebody will solve this problem.
Exactly. Yeah, but I did like 3 first aid classes, and I worked a bit as a security supervisor, so I had some issues with first aid, and I tried to give my best to bring him back. But yeah, he was really lucky that.
And it worked. That's important.
And we just hear that half an hour ago the same thing happened to a guy, because that's the problem. People came after hiking 10, 15, 20 kilometers in the
20.
mountains. We just came up 900 meters today, and they started from the same place as we, and they eat just the plain rice in the morning, and they went to the hotel. They didn't drink nothing, they didn't eat nothing, they just run to the hot water to relax the muscles. Yeah, but because it was too hot and they was too long inside. Yeah, no worries.
Your dinner is ready.
Okay, we're coming in a second.
Yeah.
So because they just wanted to relax, they didn't eat and drink nothing, and the sugar level just fall down, and he lost his mind. But cool day.
But it can happen with everybody. It's like
I had similar problems when we was first day at Jagat, because there was no cold water pipe in the water. It was just hot water, and after I tried to sit as much as possible for my muscles. But when I came out, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm like, my blood pressure was very high and my sugar fall down, so I start to lose control. But I drink a bit of water and it went back. And of course you sweated all the day, you didn't drink enough water, you are dehydrated. You go in the hot water, you start to sweat without even to see it, and it can go in the wrong direction. So be careful in hot water.
thank you.
Thank you for it. Let's go to eat.
You
I mean, I don't know how cold is it in the room, but I will show you something. Crazy. We have sleeping bags, and 2 blankets, and 1 at the wall, and I'm like, and people say it's just up there, it's colder and colder. A lot of people took the jeep to come back, so We have to see how it is. We will go sore so as far as we can. But healthy is not a joke, so I will tell you a story. I was 3 years ago doing the pass, and somebody told me that 1 year before I did it, there was a group of 40 people who went up, and the last place where you can sleep is high camp. After that, you have to go up like 460 meter to Trongla Pass, and there is just a tea house. And like 40 people went up, and there started a snowstorm, so they want to enter in the tea house, but in the tea house was around 30 people already, and the tea house was super tiny, so the owner didn't let him in. And one of the guys from these 40 guys, I don't know if he was a tour guide or no, as I heard he say that he's a tour guide. He said that he knows the way, so they will bring these people down, and they start to go down, but you have to go like 3.5 hours down to arrive to the first tea house, and it's like really tough and crazy, unbelievable. So 3 hours your nails explode, especially if you have a bigger backpack. It's crazy. And the 40 people start to go down, but everything was white, they didn't see nothing. 39 of them died, just one guy survived, a Jewish guy who said to himself he will die so or so, so he just sit on the floor and start to pray. And because so much snow covered him, he didn't freeze, so he survived. He lost a couple of fingers and from his legs as well, but he survived. So we will see how the weather is. But all the best. So in the daytime it's hot, but in the evening it's so cold, it's unbelievable. I don't know if there are now 10 degrees. I think
Yeah,
even less.
do you remember somebody says that in Malang it was -1?
Yeah, -4 in the
-4.
evening. Now good, see you later, alligator. We go to sleep.
Ciao!